That's nothing like cheap Tesco's own cola. Right, very, very, very quick VR to Big G from South Africa. He's hit 51 subs. I like people that do the odd number thing. Yeah, 51. Brilliant, mate. Congratulations. Celebration with a quick 3 questions. Nice and concise, nice and quick, and some and 3 good questions as well. Sorry about the lighting in here. If I put the main light on, everything just goes and everywhere. Anyway, so we've just got this. And excuse the very messy room of mine. Right, so he says, Mr. Big G, which restroom would you like to pee in? No, he doesn't say that. He says, which retro system did you buy from new and you regret selling? I think everyone who watches my channel knows what system that was, and of course that was the Amstrad CPC 464. I shouldn't have ever got rid of it in my massive clear out many years ago, and thankfully I've got 2 back now, so I'm happy. But yeah, it was definitely that system, because it was a system that put me into gaming in the big leagues, as it were. But most people know the answers to all these questions, I think, but it's good to reiterate. So I just had a Chinese, and it's tingling on the back of the throat, and it's a bit of a spicy one. He next says, which game did you see playing at a mate's or a friend's house, which made you go out and buy the system that you saw it playing on? Actually, 2 systems, 2 of my favourite systems. During the time when the 16-bits were coming in, I played games on the Amiga ST, Mega Drive, all them. Never got the system, never fancied getting the system. I couldn't afford the Amiga for starters anyway. So persevered with my CPC and of course the GX4000. And I saw Super Mario World playing at a friend's house. This was just after the SNES had come out, very close after the SNES had come out. And I thought, now that is just absolutely mind-blowing, and I've got to have one, and I got one for that Christmas with Street Fighter 2. So I was over the moon. And then the next system I got as well after the Super Nintendo was similar. It was a similar story. I saw, I can't remember what game it was. I think it might have been one of the Ridge Racers and Crash Bandicoot playing on the PlayStation, because I didn't get the PlayStation straight away. And then of course Final Fantasy 7 came along, and that was just, well, then I had to have it. I had to have this. I've been nicking people's PlayStations up until that point, and then I had to have the PlayStation. So it was the PlayStation and the Super Nintendo, which ironically became 2 of my very favourite systems, and now proudly sit right there. Pride of place. That's the Hall of Fame, the Novibike Hall of Fame. And finally, sorry. See, I do this in the shorthand, and I can't ever remember my own shorthand. If I could turn back the clock and have a system, a defunct and obsolete system that was successful and spawned a generation of systems, for instance, what would it be? But it's not a console, so obviously I can't choose the obvious. But what I can do is choose the big brother of this little baby. So I would nominate the 464 and the 6128 Amstrad CPC Plus. I would have them because they had that built-in basic system I always really got on with, and they still had that. They didn't have any kind of graphical user interfaces or anything like that at the time, but the basic commands was something I really understood well, and it was just a simple machine to operate. And then if you put all the enhanced features that the Plus systems had, same as GX has got, I would have that would be sitting on my desk now, and of course God knows what it would be now. Sugar certainly wouldn't be bloody filming The Apprentice, would he, if he had a computer line that strong? I always said though, if it was a 16-bit range, and this is I always blit on about this, if it was a 16-bit range, it would have done a shitload better anyway. But anyway, Big G, those are my picks, my answers, if you will. Thank you for the questions. I hope you enjoyed this 5-minute ramble and that final Chinesey burp. Oh, peppercorn chicken. It's tasty, but not when it goes that way. Congratulations on 51 subs. Here's to the other next 51. So that'd be, I expect a video when you reach 102. No bug.